This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego and welcome to another episode of Alexandra TV. This week's episode is about my number one tool, or should I say my number one secret to success. Over the years, I've done many videos about the topic of success and how to achieve success, what are the tools, techniques, strategies, and all that. But I've realized that I never really talked about this, about what I'm about to share with you in this week's episode, which I really believe is the number one secret to success. Of course, to be successful, you have to work hard and you have to sacrifice a lot and you have to have a vision and then a mission and then a strategy, so a plan of action. All of these things I've shared with you in the past in other videos, but there's one thing that's missing, and that one thing is called endurance. Now, what does this mean when it comes to success? You see, success is not easy. And if it was easy, everyone would be successful, right? Everyone would achieve their goals and dreams in life, and everyone would be living the life of their dreams. But unfortunately, it's not like that. Only a few people are able to, at the end of their life, say, you know what, I've lived a successful life. I've lived a life that I've always dreamed of, the life that I envisioned for myself. I did it, I made it. And the reason why only a few people are able to do it is because they don't have the endurance. People who don't become successful are not endurant enough, and they are not able to be persistent enough and to stay with that vision no matter what happens. The road to success is not an easy road that you just start and then, oh, you know, there's flowers and birds singing everywhere. It's not like that, unfortunately. The road to success is going to be very difficult. And I really, really believe that as you go on the road to success on that journey, I think there are tests that the universe sends your way to see if you deserve it, to see if you are worthy of having this success, if you are worthy of having this dream life or dream goal that you have for yourself. And if you don't pass the tests, then you don't become successful. It would be very easy if this road was just a straight road all the way to success with, you know, different action plans and goals and steps that you have to take, but it's not like that. The road to success is crazy, it's wild, and very often you're going to want to give up. But the secret to being successful is endurance. My journey started when I was 19 years old. And as I look back on my journey, I really sometimes get emotional on that young 19, 20, 21-year-old girl who was so endurant when it came to being successful and to having the life that she wanted. It wasn't always easy. First of all, there was all the people who would doubt what I was doing. I remember most of my family members and of my friends and of the people around me, they didn't believe that I was going to be able to do it because the vision that I had was crazy, was absolutely insane, and it was not something that could be possible in that reality that I was in at the time. Also, then there were difficult situations in my life, the same way that I am human, just like you. Well, there's difficult things that happen. People around me get sick, people die, things happen, relationships fall apart. So it's difficult. There's very, very often during my journey, very often times that I wanted to give up, that I didn't want to continue, especially when it didn't look like anything was happening. You know, it took years before I started to see results. So very often a person who starts to take this road towards success, the first 2 years, they see, oh, well, nothing's happening. Let me just give up and let me start something else. And then 2 years later, they give up on the other thing. But it's all about endurance. And it was all about that belief that I had inside of me that eventually it was going to happen. I had no signs of it. I had no proof that it was going to happen. It wasn't like I knew it was going to happen, but I just felt it inside of me. And I decided that I had no other choice. I said, it's either this or nothing. I remember very often my mother telling me, you know, why don't you just get a job? You know, you should find a job here or there. You should go back to school to study a different kind of career since this is not working. And I remember telling her, no, Mom, this is it. This is my life. It's either, there's no other choice. I have to make it. It has to happen. So this is really the number one secret to success, because you can have a plan of action, you can have your vision, you can have your mission, you can have all of that. You know, you can use the law of attraction and you can use all of these tools, but if you don't have that endurance, that whenever times get hard, because they will get hard, I promise you that, and if you don't have that willingness to continue working towards that goal and towards that dream life and towards that vision that you have, well, you're going to give up and you're not going to make it. You know, for me along my journey, I started, like I said, at 19 years old, and I look back on that young 19, 20, and 21, 22-year-old girl, and I'm so proud, and it gets me almost really emotional when I think about it, because there were many, many times where in my personal life, everything was falling apart. There were situations that were so difficult that I just wanted to go in my bed and just, turn off the lights and just stay there. But I had to get up and go and speak in front of hundreds of people about this, about being positive and about the law of attraction or about personal development or coaching. There were very often times, I remember there was a period of my life where I had major anxiety. I was afraid to step out of my house, and I still had to do it because I had to show up very often for clients, coaching clients that I had to show up in conferences. I had to show up in events, and I had to do it. And I think that this is how the universe rewards you, right? You pass the test, and the universe says, you know what? You're made for this. You can do this. If you can do this in the hard times, then you can for sure do it in the good times. So this is it for this week's episode. I know I got kind of personal with you guys and almost emotional, but I just wanted to share this with you because I've been looking back on my journey and thinking about how far I've come. And I realized that it's really about that. It's about endurance. So if you're starting your journey, or you're halfway through your journey, or it's been years that you're on this journey and things are hard and difficult and you just want to give up and you don't want to do it anymore, don't give up, because that's the secret to success. You just have to keep on going. You almost have to be crazy to be successful. It's the way that it is. In the comment section down below, let me know where you're at in your journey. What are the struggles and the difficult moments that you had to go through, or maybe that you are going through right now? Maybe we can help you. Maybe I can help you. Maybe other people in the comment section can help you. At the end of the day, we have to remember that we're all in this together. We're all working towards something, towards a goal and towards a dream and towards a better life, really. So that is it for this week, and I will see you soon. Did you like this video? If so, here's 3 very simple things that I want you to do. First of all, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel because you get free videos every single week. So of course you don't want to miss that. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to go on my website, alexandravillarroel.com, and subscribe also to my email list, because every week I send you content by email that you don't see here on Alexandra TV, but it's free content with coaching techniques, strategies, so you don't want to miss that either. And the third thing that I want you to do is I want you to share this video. Share it on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, email it to a friend, or even call a friend and say you need to go watch this. As Maya Angelou once said, when you learn, teach. So everything that you learned today, make sure you share it and you teach it to someone. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Alexandra TV. And until then, don't forget to love life, others, and yourself.